Whew. Well, howdy folks. I hope you're all doing really fantastic today. Now, do you believe in aliens? After all, there's a gigantic, almost endless universe out there by the seams of it, with billions of other galaxies. We don't even know how much life there might be in our own galaxy alone. And if there is, have any visited Earth yet? Well, strap into your seats because we're going to be looking at r/aliens today to see what people generally think about this topic at the moment. Do people believe? Is there any convincing evidence found yet? Or is it all just footage that can be accounted for something else? Well, let's get into it.
Howdy from the stars. It's WhizzDumb on Reddit. It's WhizzDumb on Reddit.
Aliens are going to be super confused when they show up threatening to overthrow our leaders and we're all stoked and offer to help. I could even understand that a bit in the state of today's current political climate and just everything that's going on in the world at the moment.
I mean, what the hell is going on?
Made my own Peru alien mummy. Began working on it in 2018 after the news about the mummies came out and finished 3 days ago. I think that actually looks better than the actual aliens that were apparently shown. I say aliens, they just look like clay models or paper mache experiments or something like that. Like, look at that, that's not bad. Good job, dude. Where's the original ones? Has somebody linked the original ones? Yeah, so these were the alien mummies that were shown in Peru to the government. Potentially amalgamations of other bones of things. I don't really know. I don't know what the heck's going on down here in the intestinal area. And you can just tell this just doesn't look like an organic creature. It looks like something created. And we've seen far better and more realistic creations come out of films and series, etc. anyway in the props departments. And yeah, there's the photo of the x-rays as well. So you can make your own mind up, but that just does not look like anything convincing. It looks more like a school project. A NASA picture that reveals possible archaeological sites on Mars. Straight lines rarely occur in nature. Well, straight lines are reasonably common. I think it's more like right-angled edges and especially square shapes. You know, this is more of a complex shape to happen in nature. Because of the sheer surface area of Mars, there's going to be some anomalous shapes that don't look like they would naturally occur just because we don't understand what happened over the millions and millions of years of its landscape changing. So this is probably just a coincidence, but always worth investigating. Now this looks interesting, more so than the face. Yeah, remember the face on Mars? Yeah, so this is the apparent face on Mars. This was like the first picture that was taken on it with very low resolution cameras. And then when they got higher resolution cameras around Mars, this was the next picture. And then this was the last picture that shows even more detail and just clearly shows it's not a face. It was just a coincidence of the geometry and the lighting at the time because of the shadows. And we call that pareidolia. Caught by my friend off her cruise ship balcony last night in the Gulf of Mexico. Okay. Where'd it go? It's probably just a drone. You can't really tell how far away it is as well, because if drones are giving off lights, it's quite hard to tell if they're really far or really close. It could be a small drone, really close, but looks far away. My guesses are a drone. What do the comments say? Yeah, this one's pretty wild. It's gonna wait around for some smart guys. Edit, confirmed, burb. Oh, it's a bird. Yeah, that does look like a bird silhouette. If only there was some kind of flighted animal by the sea, a gull of some sort. I see what you're doing. You really think we're that gullible? Ha 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 ha! Okay, what are we looking at here? There seems to be a bunch of lights. Are they drones? Are they other planes? Oh, I think they're planes. You can see, look, there's wings. There was wings on this one as well that you could see just in the focus. You see? See? Right there. I think they're planes and the sun is just setting or rising or something and that's causing a reflection to make them illuminate more. That's my guess. Let's see what the comments say. LMAO, this has 15,000 upvotes. Thankfully, someone else has actually done the legwork to show these are, in fact, planes. You could see they were planes. The wings were really clear on the one, and then there was two where the kind of wings were coming out of focus a little bit, so they did look a bit, I'm going to say, orbular. Wait, orbular is just spherical. Okay, they look spherical. Orbular. Oh, okay, this is just a funny video. Oh my gosh, they're like alien strippers. That is some commitment, mind. Fair play. Well, if they came into a shop that I was just in, I would be cracking up. That would be great. Like, look at them. The commitment is great. Flipping out. Look at the soles on those boots. And look at that ass.
Damn, boy, he's thick.
It's the way they come in through the door as well. It's like, oh, make way, lads. That is funny. What people think aliens look like versus what they actually look like. Well, like I said earlier, that thing just looks like a school project made out of like paper mache or something like that. And yeah, if we do actually find aliens, if they're not like robots that they've sent off and they do actually turn up in their biological forms, then they're probably going to quite obviously look biological, even if they look like nothing on Earth. But the sheer variety of species that we've got on Earth, it wouldn't surprise me if they look something similar. We'll have to wait and find out. Hopefully in my lifetime. I'd love to be alive at the time of first contact. Petroglyphs discovered in Japan, Utah and Azerbaijan. Well, look at that. Similarish designs. And they do look like they're depicting some like humanoid form with some type of wings that are like in the design of modern combs for some reason. But I think it's probably just coincidence. Like the fact that plenty of different cultures around the world have made different types of pyramids. None of them are exactly the same. All of them are a bit different. But a pyramid is such a simple structure that it's kind of no wonder that that's one of the first structures that they built. POV, aliens trying to find us. Do you know how ridiculously fast that is? If each of these are like, wait, they weren't all even individual stars. So just to give you an idea, the closest star to us is about 4.5 light years away, something like that. So it takes the light from our sun over 4 years to reach that star. Now, if something was traveling through the universe this quickly, how many times light speed is that? Like, look at that. Imagine these stars on average are like 3 to 6 light years apart. Yeah, going at that speed, you're talking light years per second, so we'd have to completely break physics as we know it or find some way of going faster than the speed of light. Like many, 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 many times faster than the speed of light. How can there not be life out there somewhere? See, I only believe in aliens because I think it's almost impossible for life not to be out there. And you know, we're all in the same universe as all this stuff, so I'm sure that that's proof enough that, you know, there should be more creatures. I almost think of it like before we sailed the seas and then you'd wonder, you know, does anyone else exist in any other lands in the distance? I think there's got to be more life out there. Just the fact that we exist and all the diversity of creatures on just this one planet alone is enough evidence to show that there's probably going to be a lot more of those types of planets out there. But we haven't found any yet, so we're just waiting for the proof to roll in. A swarm of UAPs appear after someone points a green laser at a UAP. Okay. So, and again, that could be a drone. If it's a scout drone and there's other ones close by, then these other lights that come could just be other drones. Oh yeah, there's the other lights now. And it's so hard to tell more and more nowadays. Because, you know, years ago we didn't have drones and other things like that, but because we've got all those technologies and we know that the governments and militaries have got advanced versions of those technologies, then I really don't know. But considering that we've got an abundance of technology that could actually do this, then I don't know. I usually think it's never aliens until it's aliens, and I'm sure we'll know when it's actually aliens. Aliens are not real. Meanwhile, in the ocean, yeah, some especially deep sea ocean creatures are scary looking, and they do look like something straight out of a sci-fi or alien movie. Reissuing the Ring camera video for those who never saw it. What? What is that thing? Like, it looks like a little dressed up person or something like that in, I don't know, a helmet and armour and stuff. Let's find a good frame. What on earth is this? And it's clearly pretty close to the camera, and it's so low that someone literally could have just chucked it. Nah, I think that's probably just some junk or something. Has anyone actually identified it? The jellyfish UAP. I think I heard about this, but I never checked out the footage. Oh, no, I did see a little bit of it. I think it was just pictures, actually. I don't think I saw the video. Is it just like a clump of balloons being taken in high winds or something? It does look very static, though. It's being filmed in infrared as well, so you're not getting like an RGB colour profile. You're getting more of like a heat signature intensity. Huh. Very strange, but maybe not. Well, that's just not real, is it? Imagine that, though. And the alien's like, "What's up?" Right, we're going to wrap it up there for today, I think. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe and like if you believe. Peace.